we changed the strategy, went on a soft, and then after that as well we remained calm, even with some little issues with the clutch and the upshifts as well, which we had to manage the whole race.
The first stint I struggled, I think with the medium tyre was not the right one to start the race on, particularly in those temperatures, so that was difficult, and it looked like I've overtaken a couple cars and they got stuck behind Lando, and then just couldn't get close. Then obviously Max was closing on me, then he undercut me, and I was thinking, damn, yeah, this is not great for the win, which I was hoping to try and catch up. But that second half really was able to turn it around. Balance was much better, and that last stint was epic.
It was a bit tricky at the beginning, and we pulled a big gap to the cars around, and I thought it was great, but unfortunately the rain kind of slowly stopped the medium runners caught us up. We had to react and pit quite early, which was the right decision, but then it put us really on the back foot for that last stint when the rain came again on the very old medium tyres.
Today we had a bit of bad luck there in the pit stops, because we definitely had a couple of slow ones. Particularly the first one was costly, because I think we would have just got George with an overcut, which would have put me leader of the race at the time, which was a bit of a shame.
In the middle of the race we were looking good. We were thinking to go for the one stop, so therefore I think we didn't quite maximize that stint, and unfortunately that didn't work out as good as we would liked.
Very disappointed, obviously. It's the pace was really good on the medium tires. Second stint also, everything was under control, and then we decided to stop on the hard, which I don't exactly know what are the reasons behind these decisions yet, but we'll speak with the team for me to understand. But clearly it was under the right decision, and I made it clear that I felt good on the medium, so I don't exactly know what happened.
If you think of P4 as a grid position, then you expect a little bit more on Sunday, and to end 62 seconds behind just the next car ahead of me. It's a big challenge to do anything more from that.
No frustration. I mean, I was just following whatever distraction the team was giving to me, and fall a little bit behind and try to breathe with the tires. We wanted to make one stop work, so we wanted to save the tires a little bit, and at the end we managed.
Not completely satisfied with that race. I think we had, unfortunately, more pace than that. Probably the strategy we chose was not necessarily the best one overall in the race.
I actually had a fun race, to be honest. I had lots of overtakes and fights, so it was quite good. Obviously, the VSC sort of stopped the racing side of it because I was getting very close to Esteban, and I just needed another corner, but I didn't get it.
We seemed better on Sunday than on Saturday, so we got to look away.
I must say I'm really happy. It was a really good race, a lot of overtakings. Showed some good sign of pace at times, and starting from the back, I don't think we could have expected much more than that.
The pace was actually quite okay if we compare to the guys in the same tyre, but the problem is that when we did one stop, the hard tyre was pretty disaster for us.
Tougher than we expected it would be. We hoped that the C2 worked, it didn't. I think that maybe in terms of strategy we kind of gambled on the wrong tyre.
Coming out on the hard was like ice, so obviously I had the contacts with Lance as well, so it's one of those ones I tried obviously to do what I could to not hit him. It just locked so early, so obviously apologise to him for that. We were just slow.
Our race was compromised massively by having to pit that early for the black and orange flag, which I question whether it's necessary or not.
It was okay, honestly. We were a little bit out of sequence once we had the damage in lap 1, I think. Just need to have a look at it. I think I drifted a little bit wide, and then at the same time the other car was drifting in, so just going to have a bit of a drift out, drift in kind of thing.
Much tougher than expected, I guess, firstly from the wind. I mean, the wind picked up massively compared to the previous days, and it was probably the trickiest the car's felt all year.
No grip at all, really, I never had that feeling, and I didn't do any race today. Spinning obviously is my fault, but my mistake was just really hard to bring back the car to home normally, so just really disaster.
I think ultimately the hard side didn't work quite as well as I thought it should, but in the end, with a technical issue, I had to stop the race.